mostly educate the public. The votes here, well, the Republicans have more votes on paper, but they don't have all of the votes. They don't have all of the Republican votes, and so we are hopeful that some of those people wake up and smell the roses because they're also killing it education in their neighborhoods. Because you just think HISD probably has somewhere in the neighborhood of 180,000. I'm just rounding it off. 180,000 kids, and there's not enough private schools up there to absorb all of those kids. So right off the bat, you cannot go. And there's a limited amount of money. It's only 1 billion that they're putting in for so-called vouchers. So there's only a limited amount of money there. So you have to be really careful. If you're thinking you're going to get money, you're not going to get money. And so my colleagues here, they'll have to wise up too, because they have to know that they are impacting their neighborhoods. And when the private schools move into their neighborhoods just to get the money, they're going to be suffering too. So I hope they're thinking a little bit deeper than surface, because they are going to kill their neighborhoods and public schools too. You're going to have public schools just opening up because there's money. You're going to have some schools, and I'm already hearing about schools who are raising their tuition because even in the low paying schools, say the $7,000 schools, they're raising their tuition to $10,000 so they can get the whole $10,000. Things are going to happen. It's going to be different things you cannot even foresee. Really going to start killing public schools. And I've been here seeing this for 30 years. When I first went to the State Board of Education, that was the first thing I heard, that, they're killing public schools. And so they've been on this trail now for over 30, 40 years, trying to kill public education. And the president just closed down the Department of Education. So we're fighting an uphill battle, but somehow in my soul, I feel like we're going to win. It's very difficult. Some people believe in corporal punishment. I don't believe in hitting the human body. There was a time, even when I was teaching, that we gave pops, 3 pops, you know. But when you learn better, you do better. And so we have learned now that there is really no need to hit the human body. And so I advocate for no corporal punishment. I advocate for that for my grandchildren. I advocated for my great grandchildren. So, and I advocated for every child. It is a negative has a negative impact on children. You teach children, if you hit kids, you teach them to hit, and then you teach them to hit somebody else. So that's my one of my bills. I have filed it every year. Doesn't get Because we are in a minority party. It doesn't get heard, but I filed. I wanted to get the attention that it needs, so that people can at least think about it. And I hope someday we will change. I hope it does. I tell you, Texas has the largest penal institutions in the world, not the United States, world. And so we must. And every year here, I see laws being made that incarcerate people. Even teachers they're having laws to incarcerate teachers. So it's very, very difficult. And lawyers, especially to catch 17-year-olds, and now, like I told you, to catch K through third grade kids too. And it's 17-year-olds. Oh my God, there are 2 bills. Well, if a 17-year-old commits a serious crime, say like murder, and we had one recently where a kid killed a 17-year-old. Well, in that bill, it's an automatic 40 years. Automatic, judge has no discretion. It's an automatic 40 years. Onto that 17 years, you're already 17. And so you get a 40-year before you come up for parole. If you miss parole, it's another 10 years before you get another shot at parole. So now you have done your 40 years plus your 17 years plus another 5 years. That's a lifetime sentence. That's what that is. They keep you in incarcerated all of your working life, your healthy years, and then you may come up a parole and you get out. So you have served a lifetime sentence. That's the same thing as slavery. That's the objective, is to keep you in slavery, because everybody in the penal institution works. They contribute, they build things right here in this building. All of the furniture in this building, that this beautiful building that we live in, was built by prisoners. They even have a store where you can buy barbecue pits, you can buy fire pits. You know, they make money. So that's what you're in. If you get incarcerated, you're back in slavery. You lose all of your freedoms. I want to tell everybody about the 10 ways they determine if a kid's going to end up in a penal institution. Number one, if you are born to a minority family, you're probably on your way to the penal institution. If you're born to a single mother, you're on your way to a penal institution. If you're born to a uh, teenage mother, then you're probably on your way to a penal institution. If you're born to somebody who has already had someone incarcerated in their family, then you're on your way to a penal institution. If you drop out of school in the ninth grade, you just dropped into the penal institution. If you are born to a divorced family, then you're probably on your way to a penal institution. Those are just some. There are nine. And then they decide that, and if you fail third grade, that's the main one. If you fail third grade, they start billing your bed, projecting coming up and asking us to build more prisons. Because 10 years, if you're in third grade, you're 8 years old. 10 years from the day you'll be 18, you become an adult, and you're on your way to the prison system. And then they build laws to trap you. So that's what I wanted people to know. Those are the look for. So, and when they get ready to uh, send the police in the neighborhoods where you find those statistics, you're going to be coming into minority neighborhoods. So I wanted to know all of my constituents out there to be aware of what is happening around them, and how you are doomed to go into the penal institution. And in Texas, I think I already said that we have the largest penal institution in the world. And so they're that attractive. I want people to know that. Thanks for giving me that opportunity. So what we learn from that is tolerance. That's one of the things that we need to learn to get along and respect people, no matter their disability. When you teach kids how blessed they are, that they don't have a disability, and to respect the kids who do have a disability, all of us benefit from that. That we learn to get along with it, and we are tolerant of each other. That's what that's about. That even extends from disabilities to racism to sexism. You just teach tolerance. Oh, so we all benefit and get along better when we understand each other.